Welcome to Cloudplaza. This demo shows how to provision a virtual server. We first need to configure a private network in which we can run the server. We go to My Services and select our network services. In the basket we will find all articles which we have ordered previously, including quantities and contract information. Let's build our private cloud network. We can give a label to identify our network. Let's name it My Private Cloud. Automatically, CNET articles are attached. Further, we can set the default firewall policy, assign a public IP to our cloud, and add internet bandwidth. Now, let's save this configuration and provision it. Let's go back to our contracted services and start building our server. I open the CVPS control panel . Again, in the basket, I find all articles I have ordered previously and which I can use to build my server. Now, select Virtual Servers and start building your server. A wizard appears which guides us through the configuration process. In the first screen, we enter the computer name and description for our virtual server. In the second screen, we select the server image. We can choose between a private or generic template. Let's take a generic template. We can apply a filter to have a short list of available operating system images. For each server image, detailed information is shown on the screen. For example, the selected image has a root size of 35 GB. In the next screen, we specify the server role, time zone, license product key, and root password. For the server role, we can choose among a list of generic roles, or we can apply our private role. We are creating an application server, so let's take the generic role CTX. Further, we enter the license key and root password. In the following screen, we configure the hardware resources of the server. We need to enter CPU, storage, network, and availability management. For each of the resources, we will look after available articles. For the storage, there is already a disk 0, containing the root OS. We can add multiple disks and configure them as we want. Let's make a disk 1 of 70 GB and disk 2 of 30 GB. Next, we configure the network. We have one NIC, and automatically our private cloud we have configured just before is available. Let's save this configuration now. If we want, we can specify the IP addresses manually or use autoconfigure. Last, we need to add the availability article. In this case, we have only a standard availability article to choose from. On the last screen, we specify the machine state. We have the choice between start or shutdown. This is the state of the server after provisioning. We click Finish and let's now provision our server. Provisioning of a server will take between 10 and 15 minutes, depending the configuration.